If you've ever wondered what it's like to own and wear the Lange 1 time zone, in this video I'll review my example after 2 years of wear and share what I like and dislike about the watch. Let's get started. Let me start with what I love the most, the tactile feedback you get from operating this watch. It's insane. Later in this video, I'll go in depth on how to operate the Complication, but I want to make the point that I've never owned a watch where I've enjoyed using the pushers and crown as much as this Lange 1 time zone. With a diameter of 41.9mm, thickness of 10.9mm, the Lange 1 time zone is nearly 30% heavier versus the original Lange 1. As you can see side by side, they have a very different presence. The larger dimensions create two benefits that makes me prefer it over the original. Firstly, it's easier to appreciate because the case finishing, angle, and movement are larger. I get more fun to look at the time zone version than the original Lange 1. And secondly, on the wrist, it gives a lot more presence and heft. Precious metal helps with the heft, but I do attribute the wow factor of this watch to the pink gold. Lange's pink gold is 18 karat gold, which has silver and copper mixed in that exudes warmth. Once finished at the Lange standard, you'll be shocked to see how the gold hues change in different light settings. I've seen it shine and pop in dark environments. As with Lange, the finishing on the watch is what draws you in. When you first look at the watch, you immediately notice the textured dial and hands being finished at an incredible level. And once you flip the watch over, you find yourself admiring at the caseback. When I wear my time zone, I gaze at the caseback on flights, waiting rooms, or anywhere I want to pass time, and I find new details every time. The larger case size mixed with the time zone Complication gives you two benefits. One, the movement is larger and easier to enjoy to the naked eye, and secondly, you get two hand engraved bridges. If you can get over the fear of scratching it, it's a killer travel watch. Now I think there are some drawbacks and things that can be improved on the Lange 1 time zone. Firstly, my example rattles when I shake it vertically. I'm not sure if it's only mine, but at this price point, we shouldn't expect any loose parts. Second, when you buy this watch, Lange only gives you croc leather strap options. Despite amazing build quality, I think this is a letdown compared to the types of straps Patek are coming out with these days. The third point I want to make is that the 3/4 plate is emblematic of Lange, but it obviously blocks you from seeing more of the inner workings of the movement, which is what I think we all love for manual wines, so that's something you should be aware of. I do have a love for this brand because they produce stealth heavy hitters, where when you wear it, you only get comments or tension from people who are probably as into watches as you are. You can't say the same for Patek, AP, or Rolex, where typically people will ask you how much you paid and whether or not you got it at retail. With Lange, people ask to see the caseback, which I think is a lot more fun. This time zone Complication is incredibly simple to operate and read. The separate time zone subdial makes it very easy to read without having to worry of getting the home time hands mixed up. The only asterisk I would add to the overall readability is that not having lume on the hands is a slight drawback when you travel. Let me show you how you operate the Complication in 4 steps. First, you wind the 72-hour power reserve. Referencing the power reserve indicator, I typically put 60 to 70% power so I can wind it during the day for a bit of fun. Second, you adjust the home time using the crown and make sure the hour hands suit the day-night indicator shown by the blue subcircle. Third, once wound and the time is accurate, you set the date using the quick set function. The action of this pusher is butter smooth. Lastly, and probably the most enjoyable pusher to use, You operate the city ring using the pusher at 8 o'clock to pick the time zone you're traveling to or want to track. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video as much as I've enjoyed owning this piece over the past few years. If you've enjoyed this video, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and I look forward to sharing more about my collecting journey with you.